some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium, as we'll see the number 16 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Quarterback may change this route. Motion from the wide receiver. Rides the back and leaves it. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
And the Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Motion from the wideout. Running it to the right. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Tigers, dating to the days of Shook Jordan and Pat Dye, love to keep the ball on the ground.
And the stadium goes nuts, and the eagle flies, and everybody's happy. Run the football, win football games. It's good times on the plains.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Touchdown, Ducks! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
Oof, and after that pick 6, not the start this quarterback wanted. You're going to have to be really good about having a short-term memory and just turn the page. There is tons of football here to be played. You made a big mistake on that last throw. Don't let it beat you for the rest of this football game. You've got a lot of ball left to play. You've got to keep going.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So here comes the Auburn offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
He wants to change this route. Back to pass, it's Rich. Almost a D-lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be third down.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. He rifles one deep to the left. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. They'll leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere, and they're able to make a big-time play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air, it's Rich. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time. Getting hit as he's trying to throw the football, you've got to protect your quarterback.
They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. Auburn sends out the punting unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. They'll get down and put a stop to the return. The 28-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. And he's still running after the move. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. The Ducks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. To the ground with the back. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
He really shows you his skills on that last run, and I feel like today, if you're a running back at Oregon, you are expected to be explosive. You're not going to be a guy that goes in between the tackles and gains 3 yards, and that's okay. I feel like now, today, because of all the great running backs they've had here recently, if you get into the second level, you're expected to go to the house. This guy has that kind of skill.
Oh, he's got a chance. Turning it on. Past the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Oregon. You know they love their track at Oregon. And when the gun goes off and he hits open field, he is headed to the tape, and he was burning by the time he hit the end zone.
And they've had guys year after year with serious track speed. They'll get you the small runs, lull you to sleep, and then boom, they make those big plays because they got big-time playmakers with speed at running back.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll move the tight end. The give to the lone running back. And the ball's out, and they're after it. Defense got it. They're on the run. Touchdown, Ducks! The defense putting points on the board. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. Defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Rich. It's complete to the right. At the 40, there he goes. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. First down for this offense. The give on the option. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Send the tight end in motion. Leaves it with the back.
Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in position. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On the move. And a short gain on this run, and that will bring us to the end of the first. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down.
3:25.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. And he's going to go backwards, and they force a fourth down. What a play by this defensive front. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Wants to adjust the pattern. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Quarterback adapting. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Complete. Still on his feet at the 45. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run it from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Gets the back moving. Back to pass on 2nd down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell it extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got him. That's a fumble on the play. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. And they've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Oregon.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Rich. Flushed out of the pocket. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
The Ducks, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And, man, you got to like the swarm of this defense. You've got to get in the backfield, make some penetration, and realize the first guy's not going to always get that big sucker on the ground. Like, he's a big, strong dude. He's breaking tackles, but still swarming to the football, and this defense still gets a tackle for a loss.
The lone back's got it. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Picked his way through the traffic for 6, but it'll be 4th down and 3 yards to go. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. They'll immediately call timeout. They'll play it safe and try for 3. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. And they'll push that lead out a little further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking downfield, it's Rich.
working that left side now. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Auburn lines up quickly. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Motion from the wideout. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Quarterback making adjustments. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. On the run, fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
And the draw play, you know, it's about looking over here, look for pass, and then slipping it in real quick. Defense, too quick getting in the backfield, caging that ball, making it stay in the middle of the field, getting the big TFL.
The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile.
Terrier.
Looking to throw, it's Rich. Now he's going to break the pocket. He'll throw it. It's complete on the right side. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. A first down run in the red zone. Touchdown, Tigers. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing, I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Gives it to the back on the draw. He's stopped in the backfield again. This defense trying to send a message he'll have to carry into halftime.
A lot of times those draw plays are successful when those defensive linemen run up the field, rush the quarterback, create some holes. Not this time. The defensive line did a really good job understanding that, seeing the draw play, getting the running back, getting his butt on the ground.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Oregon.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Now improvising. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
And the Ducks will punt this one away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. A low line drive and short kick. A fair catch is called for. It'll give them great field position. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half.
29 Philly, Carrier, Tuna.
Looking for a man. It's Rich. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
On second down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. A missed field goal leaves us with a double-digit game still sitting at 10.
Listen, he's a guy that makes 60-yarders in practice, so they give him that opportunity with his big leg. He misses it. The opponent didn't set up the return, so they're going to get the football back now. Pretty good field position. There's still a few ticks left on the clock. They've got a chance to steal some points here late in the half.
They'll go to the ground. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
14.
Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner goes down. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They open this third quarter on top, and they've built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
They had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll run play action. Looking for space to the left. Blasted as he lets it go. Intercepted. Bringing it back. Inside the... And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers.
And I love what the secondary does here. You know the blitz is coming. You know the ball's going to come out quick. They react to it quickly, get the interception, and then Palmer, they know exactly what to do with it once they do.
No doubt, and I think the hit certainly affected some of the accuracy on the throw. Quarterback's got to do a better job getting that ball out sooner, but once the ball started to flutter a little bit, didn't go exactly where he wanted, the defense was opportunistic. Not just getting the pick, but having the convoy taken into the house.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll start the return inside his 5. He steps out of bounds just across the 20 at the 20. Decent starting field position here. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They think they can create space here with the run to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Moon. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The offense changing the play. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Second down, they'll go to the air. Right on the money. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Wide receiver going in motion. Calls his own number. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Offense facing 4th down.
And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker from the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Just drives in between the uprights. And we are dead even after the field goal here in the 3rd.
Well, you're always going to wonder what woulda, coulda, shoulda happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets a block. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. Back to throw, it's Moon. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Got a good one going here. All tied up in the 3rd. It's 2nd and 10. On the move. Makes him pass the marker. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Fires and picked off. Got some room to run. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Auburn. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. Oh, and the extra point is blocked. He picks it up. Remember, he can take it back. He's at the 50. At the 30. He's at the 10. He takes it all the way back for the defensive 2-point conversion.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides on the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me at the game.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Akron is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Wake Forest. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
How about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. The Ducks keeping this defense off balance. They can hit them from a variety of angles, this time going up top.
There's so many things to look at. They've always traditionally gone fast as well in the past at Oregon, but, the quarterback run and the run up the middle and then play-action pass, they keep you guessing a lot, and they make a lot of plays down the field because your eyes are focused on something they shouldn't be focused on.
A run for the quarterback. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. The Ducks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Trying play action. Scrambling away. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Got it in stride inside the 20. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
And that's a first down for the offense.
The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Touchdown, Ducks! Now Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
Returner's going to try to see what he can get. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 9. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. He might want another play. They'll move the wide receiver. Try to get it to the edge. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll send the back in motion. To the air, it's Rich. Buys a little time with his feet. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dive.
Breaks into the open. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system. All across college football, all quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine, but then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these two guys. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. So first down will open up the final period. Motion from the wide receiver. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the step off, now they have to deal with 1st and 15. Dropping back, it's Moon. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field. And that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time, that's what forced the incomplete.
Motion from the wideout. To the air on 2nd down. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot and you start trying to aim it, you really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do, but over time, you see they have less and less mishaps like that.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Touchdown, Oregon! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Hey, when everything else is covered, sometimes you just got to look to the big fella. I mean, it might not be the right matchup, but I got the size, I can throw it to him, and he rewards you with the score.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Rich. On the run, still looking. Fires to the right. He makes a catch. At the 45 on his way. Oh, he just held it poorly, and it's a fumble. Knocked down, but not before. He gets the first down after recovering the fumble. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Motion from the back. Snap to the back. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
Here we go.
Looking downfield, it's Rich. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. The give to the back. He rolls all the way down the 5-yard line before they finally get him They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Auburn!
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Slips through the line. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. Wants to throw. It's Moon. Now adjusting. Trying to make magic with his feet. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. And the Ducks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. He's going to fire deep. He's got it inside the 30. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed.
Oh, he's got some space. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And this offense is so close they can almost taste taking a 4th quarter lead, but they don't want to leave too much time on the clock for an answer. Touchdown, Ducks! They move on top here in the 4th. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, every game in CUSA is so very critical. How about this one today? Oklahoma State is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll be talking about in Stillwater for a long time. They're up by 25 over Kennesaw State. Conference USA tends to make its presence felt, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking for a man. It's Rich. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And I'm going to be really curious to watch this offense and see how much faith and trust they have in themselves and the weather, right? Like, it's passing situation. It's a 2-minute situation. You practice spreading this ball all over the field. Can you do that? Because this is not ideal weather, and you can't make a mistake here.
Auburn sends out the punting unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. He'll field it close to the 50. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Between milking the clock and trying to get another score.
I think if you're the coaching staff, too, you like to see your team play its best in the 4th quarter, right? Defense just did their job, so offense now, David, has to go up and handle their business.
Yeah, you got the momentum. Because of the defense, they've given you some momentum. They've given you a great opportunity to take hold of this game and really put a stamp on it.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. At this point, the defense just has to bring the house to try to stop the run and get the ball back, even on 2nd and 13. Wide receiver going in motion. Running into the open space. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Moon. Zings it complete to the right. He works his way inside the 40, but they stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down from the 38. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Nice grab in traffic. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, it's the 4th quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now, because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. To the air, it's Rich. Here's a heat. Takes a hit as he fires.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Might be calling a hot route. Gotta have it here on 4th down. Here comes the heat. Makes the grab past the marker. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Reels it in on the left side. And he's brought down after a huge completion. Auburn to the line in a hurry. They go to the ground. And the tackle is made, and they get nothing, and this game is in the books. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was...